Hello, my lovelies. So y'all know who it is. It's Customized Key, and today we're gonna get into what it means to represent a brand / leadership on campus and what that means. I really wanted to make this video because I feel like a lot of times in college and on college campuses, people lose sight of that. And as adults, they go into their careers and they misrepresent a brand. They misrepresent themselves. They misrepresent whatever it is that they wear across their chest. So I'm kind of gonna just go into this video to talk about just that, but I'm gonna focus it more so about being on campus, because that is the biggest part of what I want people to kind of fix, kind of edit, kind of realize. And maybe this video is for you. Maybe this video is for a friend. Maybe this video is just to help you polish what you already doing. So we finna get started because I just got to give y'all these keys real quick. So we finna get right into it. So what does it mean to represent a brand? What does it mean to be a part of something? What does it mean to wear a logo? What does it mean to have anything on your body, in your skin, or anything that is across your chest, as far as it could be a t-shirt, a jacket, a scarf, a bracelet. It could be something so small as a pair of earrings. But when you represent a brand, you represent something that is bigger than just you. No matter if people know about that brand or not, if you are wearing a logo, if you are wearing something that is representative of someone or something else that is not just you, you need to be very, very cautious of the things that you do and the things that you say when you have on whatever it is that you have on. So just to be a little more specific, in college there are a lot of organizations that you can join, both social and professional. And I think that what people miss a lot of the time is the fact that when you have that whatever it is on, even if it's a bag or a hat or whatever, you are a representation of something that is larger than you. That means that, let's say I don't know nothing about, this crescent moon with stars and eighth notes, but that's your logo. And I see you and a whole bunch of other people out with stars and crescent moons with eighth notes, and y'all all out acting crazy. I'm gonna be like, who logo is that? And what? Like, no, I'm going to have a negative perception of that just because I'm seeing a logo and I'm connecting a logo with a behavior. I'm connecting an organization with a behavior. I'm connecting a group of people that have this same thing with a behavior. So in representing a brand, I think that people should just realize that that is something that is very sensitive and that you also have a responsibility with that. I know that when I used to teach, I used to tell my kids that, yes, I wanted to get them gear. And yes, I wanted to get them a nice jacket that had, our team name on it and their numbers on the back and our names and everything like that. But I also explained to them, when you put this sweatshirt on, when you put this hat on, when you put these pants on, when you take this water bottle anywhere that has my name attached to it, that I'm responsible for, that I'm over, understand that you have a responsibility. If you know that you're about to go outside and act crazy, don't put that jacket on. Do not wear my sweatshirt if you finna be outside fighting or acting crazy or doing illegal stuff or running around and just, no. That jacket is a representation of me. And if you out here acting crazy, you can act crazy, but you got to take that off first. And explaining that to kids. Also, too, I made it very clear. This volleyball gear that you getting, you worked for that. I don't want to see nobody else out here with your gear on. I don't want to see nobody out here with your hat on, your jacket on. That ain't their name. They wasn't a part of this. They weren't a part of this activity. They didn't put in no hours of work and rehearsal. They didn't bust their butts at no games. They didn't go home sore from practice like you did. So I want you to understand that having this is a privilege. It is saying that I trust you enough to put my name on your back. It means that you're going to represent me well whenever you go out and whenever you do something. A lot of times, unfortunately in college, people want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And people want to turn up. People want to drink. They want to be social. You know, it's a time and a place to do everything. And I think that a lot of young people in college completely lose sight of that because they're so wrapped up in the hype of it. Prime example, I was in an organization called Successful Black Women. And when we had a program, we all, at least the e-board, we all made sure, like, okay, let me put on something business professional. Let me put on something that is, presentable, something that makes me look good, makes me feel good, and that further is a great representation of this program, because as an e-board member, I'm in the forefront. I'm out here talking to people. So, a part of it is playing the game, but a second part of it is you have to look the part. You have to do what is necessary. How I'm going to say I'm an e-board member and I'm out here turning up. I'm out here acting crazy. Like, no. When you're in a leadership position on campus, when you represent a brand, you have to be a lot more discreet. You have to be a lot more careful about the things that you choose to say and do as a representation of whatever brand you are a part of. And then additionally, going into a leadership role on campus, you kind of want to make sure that no matter who you are, where you're going, what you're doing, that if in the event you say, you know what, I want to challenge myself, I want to take on more responsibility, let me join an organization, a mentoring program, because, I want to reach back and I want to help kids. But all school year, all people know about you is that you turn up, you act crazy, you fight, you cause drama. Like, they're going to be like, okay, I don't know her, but I know what I've seen of her, and nah, she can't be a part of our organization working with kids, telling them to stay in school and get good grades, and she out here acting crazy, turning up every weekend. Like, no. So you want to be very cautious of what you do and what you say and how that may impact other people. So, prime example, I was street team coordinator of Successful Black Women. Now, knowing that, it kind of put me in a position to have a little more of a laxed role, just because I'm literally going to all the dorms, cattle stations, passing out flyers, telling people about our programs. I'm managing a Twitter account. I'm telling people, on Instagram, hey, check this out. I'm always promoting. I'm always telling people about my organization. So I had to be careful about the type of stuff that I did. However, I also was able to be a little more lax, just because it's like, I'm telling people what's up. Like, look, we having this program. I don't have to address them like, hey, how you doing? My name is Customized Key, and we're having a program. We would love for you to be in attendance and blah, blah. I'd be like, hey, bro, look, we having a program. If you're busy later, if you're not busy later, you should stop by. What y'all talking about? Well, basically, we just doing A, B, and C. We gonna have this person come out. We doing a program with this org, and it's gonna be real hype. I think you should come, bring your friends. And if y'all do come, just make sure you hit me up like, hey, bro, I'm here. Let me know. Give me some feedback, just kind of, I was in a role where I could just be relaxed. I could be chill. I could just tone it down with my approach. I could just be myself to a degree. I was trying to get people excited, and I was enthusiastic about the organization itself. So that enthusiasm carried on, and as a result of me telling people about it in my role as street team coordinator, it led to us having more membership. It led to people wanting to come to our events, wanting to be curious and like, oh, can I keep up with y'all? Like, oh my God, can I join? Like, what do I got to do to join? Can I be on street team? What other teams y'all got? So it just sparked curiosity just because of that one positive encounter that they had with me and with some other people who, wore that shirt. So it's like, if I had on a Successful Black Women shirt and somebody had a positive encounter with me, they see somebody else who got on that same shirt, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know them, but maybe they gonna be like Key, maybe they cool like her, let's see if I could talk to them, let's see if I could approach them, maybe they having a program, maybe I could ask them about it. So it's just like, even people who don't know anything about your organization, if you're a positive representation of it, your org, your programs, your events, just the type of spirit that you have, it will attract people whether you know it or not. Given that, you have to be very cautious and very responsible with how you represent yourself, how you represent others, and how people perceive the organization as a whole based on your behavior alone, and then your behavior in comparison to the behavior of those who are also in that same group, organization, or whatever have you. So I really hope that you guys are taking these tips in, and that you just remembering that when you represent a brand, you represent something that is bigger than you. When you are in an organization, you represent something that is so much larger than you, and that depending on what that organization may be, you may have eyes on you at all times, and you don't want to be caught slipping. My last two things that I want to tell y'all about representing a brand and being a leader on campus is that, one, you have to understand the difference between what it is and what it looks like. From an outside perspective, people don't care what it really is. They care about what it looks like. They're going to misinterpret a lot. They're going to misunderstand a lot. And with that, you just have to have a certain level of balance, a certain level of maturity, a certain level of calm about you in order to deal with it. And the second thing that I wanted to kind of tie into that is balancing being in the limelight. So for some people, being in the forefront is like really hard for them. It's really complicated for them to balance. It creates issues with their social life, and it's just something that can be very stressful. Now, for a person like me, I'm very transparent. When I was on the leadership committee, when I was an executive board member, I had people who would want to approach me all the time, and they'd be like, well, I heard this and I heard that. You don't owe anybody an explanation for anything. You can understand what it looks like and to know what it is, but understand you don't have to explain that to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? When you in the limelight, people are going to come up with all crazy rumors. People are going to say stuff, both good and bad. But as a person who's in the limelight, you kind of just got to be ready for that. Sometimes just go with it. People be like, man, I heard you changed your major like 4 times. You right. Now, your real friends know, like, bro, she did not change her major. But at a certain degree, like, you just have to not care about stuff. And I just feel like that's one of the negatives that come with being in the limelight. It's like, you're going to get so many things thrown your way. So many people coming your way. So much of, like, a variance of crazy stuff is just going to come your way. And it's just because you are a light. And I didn't realize this for a long time until I had a friend tell me that when you shine bright and you're in the limelight, it attracts moths, it attracts bugs, and it attracts mosquitoes. Yes, they're annoying, but you can't let them dim your light. You cannot let that be the reason why you stop doing what you're doing, because you're bright for a reason. You shine for a reason. You attract people for a reason. And yes, you attract good people, but guess what? That light attracts bad things too. But you just have to know how to balance that. You have to have a certain level of calm and just have to have a certain level of maturity to just be able to balance that. Be able to just take it all in and then just exhale all the good parts. You have to take in the bad and just give out all the good. I don't know if that makes 100% sense to y'all, but like, that's just how I explain it. Even if you have so many bad things that are coming your way, you just have to give out all the good parts. Granted, that's kind of what I'm doing with this college series. College was not easy for me. It was not. There were a lot of things that I hated. There were so many times I wanted to drop out, but I didn't. I took in all the bad stuff, everything that happened to me. My terrible freshman year, my terrible experience with having roommates, and just, everything that came with college that just made it hard. It made me not want to like it. I just took it all in. And now I have this college finesse prep series, and I'm just exhaling all of this good stuff into y'all. I want y'all to know about the good stuff. I want y'all to know about the bad stuff. I want y'all to know about everything that I enjoy, everything I didn't enjoy. Like, it's relieving for me to kind of like say this stuff, to do this for somebody else, because I know that this will help somebody. So just, again, it's going to be stressful. It's going to be hard. And sometimes it's going to be hard to balance your life versus the life that other people think and see that you have, and in doing that, just remember, you don't owe anybody an explanation. Be careful with your leadership and understand that you have a responsibility when you represent a brand, and just always just try to always be the positive part of that organization or that club or that group or whatever type of brand it is that you wear. Just remember that you have a responsibility. You do. People look at you, you're in the forefront, you're in the limelight, so you have to take responsibility. You have to be the bigger person in some situations. However, I wish one thing that other people will understand who are not in the limelight is that you are an individual before you are a member of any group, any organization, any other brand. You are an individual first, and sometimes that just gets lost in translation. However, there's a responsibility that comes with that too. So, you know, I kind of hope that this video has been like very transparent. I really want y'all to understand your responsibility as a leader. People are looking to you as an example. People are looking to you for encouragement, for positivity. People are looking for you to judge whether they want to join, whether they want to stay away from it completely. And for some people who are so far removed and have no idea what it is, you are the opportunity to impress them. You are the opportunity to give them a positive idea of whatever it is that you represent, or whatever it is that you're a part of, or that you're starting or establishing or maintaining, or anything of that nature. So please just be responsible with your leadership, be responsible with your role as a leader, as someone who is in the limelight on campus, and always try to make a difference and make that difference positive. I'm Customized Key, and thanks for tuning in with me. I really hope that this video has been resourceful for you. I hope that you'll share it with a friend. And if you are a leader on campus, you go, Glen Coco. You go. Okay? Keep shining. Keep doing your thing. And remember, you're a light, and light sometimes attracts moths and bugs, but you can do it. You can keep going. You can persevere, and I believe in you. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out.